Step away from the phone because this ain't your regular delivery pizza, you guys. Today we're making healthy pizza. All right, you guys, yep, it's true. We are doing pizza, and guess what? Totally approved. That's right, because it's grain-free, gluten-free, and flavorful. And that's why I said, Alicia, let's go ahead and take everybody's most popular cheat meal and make it approved. So that's what we did for you. Alicia, what do we got for the recipe here?
Okay, this is all about the crust. We've got almond flour, eggs, baking powder, coconut oil, and a little garlic powder. And that's all there is to it. You mix it together, no waiting, pop it in the oven, and you're gonna have pizza. We'll take 2 cups of the almond flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, 2 eggs, and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and mix it all together. So we'll get the oven preheated to 400 degrees. If you've got a pizza stone, put it in there before you preheat, but you can also make these pizza crusts right on a rimmed baking sheet. With this dough, you can make 1 larger size pizza or 2 personal size pizzas, and that's what we're gonna do today. You're gonna need a piece of parchment paper, and we'll just split the dough in half. Now we'll spread out the dough on our piece of parchment paper. The dough's really sticky, but don't panic. Everything's the way it should be.
All right. Now we've got our 2 personal pies on a lined baking sheet with parchment paper so it doesn't stick, and we're ready for the toppings, Alicia, right?
Not yet, not yet. It's not like regular pizza. We actually have to cook this crust first to get it to the right texture and consistency, then we get to put the toppings on.
I gotcha.
Get the crust into the oven and let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes until it's a nice golden brown.
All right, so yeah, pizza is definitely a cheat meal, and you know, hey, just because you go out to a restaurant and you get a gluten-free pizza, that doesn't really make it any healthier for you than regular pizza. Unless you have a gluten allergy, then there's that. But other than that, it really isn't any better or healthier for you, especially if your goal is fat loss. Then you want to really clean out your diet. And so that's why we came up with this recipe for you guys. There's no gluten, but there's no grain whatsoever. It's based on the almond flour that we have for you. And then, you know what? This is not a low-calorie food, so just because we approved this recipe for you, and it really is tasty and delicious, we hope you guys will like this, you can't eat 10 of these personal pies, okay? It's gonna be way too many calories to take in, even though it's clean eats. All right, the crusts are ready, and we bake those off for about 15 minutes, and now it's time for the toppings.
We're making 2 kinds of personal pizza today. One, a classic margarita, which is just tomato sauce, basil, and some nice fresh mozzarella. The other is a basil pesto chicken. The toppings are on. We'll put these on the parchment paper, back into our oven, and they're done when the cheese is melted.
Now that's a nice pizza pie. Hey you guys, totally approved pizza. We hope you enjoyed that recipe. Thank you for tuning in. Manja!